What's happening? Well, here we are, video number 4, doing the Punisher mini swamp buggy. Well, tell you real quick what we're doing in this video here. Remember the second video, that seat frame that I cut out? We're gonna weld that in, fabricate the posts to go with it also in the front, get rid of those wooden things that have been holding it up. Then we're gonna do the front cross member, then go on to the rear cross member, and then all that should be pretty much everything in this video. But I'll be excited when all that's done, because that means I can move on to the front end. I can put the lift in and install the front axle and everything, and that means we'll have a rolling chassis. Now that gets me excited. So I go to sleep and then I'll start working on this tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. I'll see you later. Okay, so here's the seat frame post, 2-inch angle iron, 1/8 inch thick. I got it notched out for the frame there. And then it just goes up in here. Of course, you'll level it out and all that good business, but it's not looking too bad. And then I've got this as like 1 1/4 angle. It's gonna go in there about like that to give a little extra support to the seat, so it's not just a big giant hole there. I'll have to cut another one. This one it's a little too short. It was in my scrap pile, but that's just to show you what it's gonna be like. All right, well, let's get to making the second one. What do you think about that? I got both of them in there now. They're looking good. All right, there it is. Got the seat post welded up in there. I put the seat on just to jump up there and see how it feels. Everything's nice and solid, feels good. Well, I got all my plugs cut out here. They're from screw heads and bolts and scrap metal. I can plug these holes up. Alright, let's get to welding. Well, I'm almost ready to weld in the front cross member that you've been watching me fabricate. Now, before I started working on it, I welded in all this framework here that it's going to sit on. So that's ready to go. Now, if you remember, I told you I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do for that cross member. Well, the first idea I had was to replicate this one. And this came off the old swamp buggy. But it's just a little short as far as the width, and it's heavy because I built it stout. Well, I'm realizing I need things to be as light as possible. So I started looking around in my scrap pile, and I found this bad boy. This was actually the rear bumper off of the Western golf cart. So it was the perfect width and half the weight of the other one I was going to do. Now, of course, it wasn't as strong, so what I did to fix that was I welded these gussets in here. I also put new end caps, and then I even welded, let me get you a better angle. This is a stiffener that I welded in there, plus it also acts as a little spacer to give it a little more height. So after welding all that stuff in there, it's now every bit as strong as the other one, but half the weight, which is beautiful. What more could you ask for out of life? Now if I bring it up here, you'll see that the gussets I welded in, they line up perfectly so they sit on the framework here. Slide it into place. And I even put some decoration here, good old diamond tread. I'm going to come with a bead of weld right here just for looks. That's pretty much it. It's going to bolt into here. I got a washer to take up the rest of the space, 2 washers actually, and that's pretty much it. Now the other thing I liked about this was, besides the fact that I get to reuse something off the other buggy, it's got this cool shape to it, you know. And this one is basically just a piece of angle iron, boring, no big deal. But to find something with this unique shape, that was pretty cool, because I can't make anything like that. I don't have any tools to, you know, fashion anything like that. So I got lucky and found something in the scrap that looks more interesting, more character to it, and it weighs less, and I don't have to throw it in the junkyard. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go get my gloves and helmet and weld her on in there, and then bolt the front neck to it. That's what I'm talking about. Already got it tacked up. Let's get serious now. Put some beads down. It's bolted. Alright, we're going to wrap this video up here. I was originally going to put the rear cross member in this video, but it's just getting too long, and there's a lot of stuff to show you in that video. So that's it for now. Video number 5, rear cross member. Can't wait. See ya.